월즈 8강에서 만났던 페이커와 초비의 엄청난 명경기. 2021년 롤드컵 8강에서 T1과 하나가 만났을 때 벌어진 경기입니다. 초비는 르블랑을 선픽으로 골랐습니다. 그러자 페이커는 초비를 막기 위해 리산드라를 골랐는데요. 1레벨부터 치열한 미드 싸움.
They have enough prio with this Varus into the Aphelios. I do like that because that's one lane where you can get prio, then you can send Vista to mid and hope to get Chovy that money he needs so quickly if he decides to engage ever.
Yeah. And I'm sort of lking at this game like, Chovy, okay, that's an interesting one. Gets himself an electrocute proc, as Faker has taken the aftershock, not going to be any electrocution.
And protects the rest of the team.
Yeah. And this is, of course, our featured matchup, presented by Mercedes-Benz, Chovy versus Faker. And already, you know, Chovy doing okay in it. It's Faker down underneath 200 health, but it's not exactly the greatest early on here for the Lissandra, but she is pretty good at weathering the storm and denying all of the jump-ins as that Circle of Frost is going to...
초비의 이 스킬을 피하지 못했다면 위험할 뻔한 페이커.
All of the jump-ins as that Circle of Frost is going to indicate exactly that, but of course not enough just yet.
If he connects that chain there too.
결국 페이커가 집을 먼저 가게 됩니다.
Forced out of... You're seeing how strong this player is at early lane.
And it's not impossible, right? Because if I remember,
초비는 거리를 유지하면서 라인을 관리합니다.
in this counter matchup,
Moving up towards the top side of the map. Morgan actually playing this one out pretty well so far, but...
It's Vista, but it's painful.
one upside here is that if you can set up a play or maybe a possible dive around Gumayushi at
아직까지는 페이커의 CS가 약간 우세한데요.
provide you a little bit of counterplay, but as a whole, probably going to be the same story which you've seen throughout the entire.
초비의 압박이 다시 시작됩니다.
Gets Aphelios as Faker.
Yeah, gonna have to claw his way out, and he does so. But Chovy once again...
페이커를 집에 보내고 라인을 관리하는 초비.
It's going to be a lot longer before he makes his way back to the lane, as Vista also unlocked on his way back in after having to blow that flash bottom side.
So the type of play I was talking about with this Nautilus that we see from Vista all the time. It's something Keria loves to do. Effort, of course, from the LCK, very famous for doing this on the Nautilus, where if you have something like a Varus, you can keep that lane pushed, you have the prio, and then you just come up mid.
초비가 한 라인을 더 먹고 라인을 밀어넣으면서 페이커보다 CS가 많아집니다.
Some of the extra CS, so it's being nice here for Chovy. We'll get a free back as a result.
Liking this from Vista, help.
다시 미드 주도권을 두고 초비와 페이커는 치열하게 싸웁니다.
But this is not the kind of lead you need to secure against the Gwen, because once that Riftmaker hits, it already becomes a lot harder to just stay away from the threat of an all-in with needlework, and then post-Sakam item, it's much worse.
Yeah, I want to see what happens after this first Rift Herald, because that's when things can really get out of hand.
That was a sexy follow, but not actually going to eventuate, result in anything.
Well, I mean, he gets a nice trade here once again.
Looked very, very cool.
It did look cool.
비스타가 마법 공학 전멸을 사용하여 페이커를 노리려고 합니다.
With this roam.
Double backs.
Hex Flash?
Oof.
하지만 페이커는 비스타의 그랩을 가볍게 피해버립니다.
Oof. Needs a few extra links in that chain, unfortunately.
Almost Herald time.
But the timing of this is so huge. Just like we saw last game, you force Faker in, you shove these waves in, Herald spawn. Yeah.
한화가 전령 주변에 시야를 먹어놨는데
Well, I mean, looks like they are going to commit to this, which is very
T1이 전령을 그냥 치면서 전령 한타로 이어집니다.
start this.
Oh, engaging in onto T1 is dangerous, though, as we've got a back coming through from Morgan, maybe thinking about getting himself an item. A teleport coming on down from T1 as Faker's going to get hooked, has the ultimate, keeps himself alive. Chains of Corruption come out as well, though, as Deft looking for some arrows. Shelly getting in amongst it as well, as she eventually decides that she wants to get out, as Chovy bullying Gumayushi away from this pit, and T1, they don't want the fight.
T1, I mean, they really just got completely out-rotated here. Morgan's on the backside, by the way, and is going to be able to catch this wave.
모건은 기습하기 위해 뒤쪽에 숨어 있습니다.
But hit point advantage goes to Life Esports. They've got long range engaged too. You have to respect this as T1. This could be a huge mistake. There's a teleport coming through top side here.
That's the second teleport to come on in. Faker, no flash available, but now has full health once again. As Morgan, he can blast cone over, but the information is now there.
기습하기 위해 계속 숨어 있었던 모건은 구마유시가 폭탄꽃을 제거하면서 튕겨나가게 됐는데요. 그때 칸나의 이니시로 한타가 시작됩니다.
Oh, that this isn't going to work out as Owner is going to steal away the Rift Herald. Now Morgan diving on in immediately. He gets exhausted. Canna looking for Willer on the backline, but has he overextended? It's a question. Morgan staying alive for so long, and first blood goes to Faker. Faker, Chovy gets smashed into the wall at the back of Shelly's pit. But
10분 만에 양팀은 첫 킬이 나게 됐는데 페이커가 더블킬을 먹으면서 초비는 더욱 힘들어집니다.
double kill for Faker and T1, a huge lead in the early
It
game.
would not be an LCK quarterfinal versus.
Also have a Braum.
Yeah.
So I don't know how, like.
Well, yeah,
It's very difficult to
I'm
get
not
these
saying it's a
arrows
good
to
plan,
do
Atlas.
anything.
I
Yeah.
just want to provide.
바위개를 먹은 T1은 다시 한번 전령을 치게 됩니다.
Good attempt, and I appreciate you taking it.
I mean, the other thing is, like, right now is Chovy. Watch him try to find any damage, and it's just not realistic.
그리고 윌러의 이니시로 한타가 시작됩니다.
Early's down very, very low as it's the flash on forward to get things started, but Willa just throws his life away in the end. Canna, yep, pretty immune right now as Vista looking to try and get his way out. Oh, not quite able to land the passive just there as the piercing arrow does a lot of work. Canna eventually, with the help of a few dots, is able to take down the Nautilus as over the wall goes Chovy and
여기서 초비가 뭔가를 해보려는데 오너의 벽궁과 궁을 아껴뒀던 페이커가 연계하면서 초비도 죽게 됩니다.
Chovy and into the death chamber with him as Morgan as well trying to walk his way out. T1 extraordinarily far ahead right now, 5-0 in the kills. Shirley steps up and they're looking to break down this turret as Canada's standing in, getting a bit of his thumbs up out there. And this could just be two turrets right here.
That
페이커와 칸나가 탑에 있을 때 칸나가 4명을 상대로 도발하는데요. 여기서 칸나의 플레이가 큰 화제가 됐습니다.
Is now Canna looking to try and get more done. Gumiushi, a massive ulti in the backline. The Varus just dies. I didn't even see what he got hit by. It just gets completely
Baby
obliterated.
coming through.
It was just
급하게 칸나를 쫓는 초비.
needled. He was just needled as Canna is just so extraordinarily strong right now. Willa trying to get away, but he's not going to be able to.
칸나의 플레이로 3명을 잘라내고 자신은 바텀 운영을, 나머지 멤버들은 바론을 치고 있습니다.
popped here.
Well, we'll see how immune he's going to be. We're going to try and cut down the cross.
생각보다 오래 버티자 페이커가 급하게 바텀으로 합류하는데요. 페이커가 도착하기 전 칸나가 죽으면서 페이커도 위험해졌습니다.
Congratulations, Life Esports. You do have yourselves a Baron. But Faker is going to come through and try and do a 1v2. Ults himself. Gets a bit of extra damage down there, but Faker should still.
여기서 페이커가 살아나가면서 이 장면은 페이커 생존 명장면 중 하나로 탄생하게 됩니다.
T1 are just one step ahead.
초비가 블루 먹는 것을 방해하는 T1.
Really rough. They're going to fight for.
오너가 데프트의 궁에 맞으면서 한타로 이어집니다.
It's going to be secured there by Chovy, so at least there's that. And now Owner actually in a bit of trouble. He's going to flash his way out. Faker there to follow up though as he dives on forward with that Ring of Frost. Still has the ultimate. Also has a Zonya's as well as Faker actually going to fall here. He'd already used that Frozen Tomb, so unfortunately no option to have that one. It's a 1-for-1 thus far.
1대1 교환을 하게 됐고 흐름을 가진 T1이 바론을 먼저 쳤는데요.
Yeah, we can't rest.
모건이 뒤에 숨어 있습니다.
Has no teleport here, so he's gonna have to just kind of hover around and wait for the sandwich to come through. But there's so much vision here for T1 that Life Esports have to push through.
It's going to rush it down. Morgan can dive on over the side. Steadfast presence is going to be there, and the Poppy locks down the Baron. Now can they win the fight, though, as they immediately just run over Chovy. And with Chovy dead, there is nothing left. It's a triple kill for Gumiushi, and Deft finds himself alone. I think this is the end for Life Esports in game number 2. As Deft not going to be able to cleanse again, and that's going to be the ace given over. T1 storm down the mid lane.
결국 2021년 롤드컵 두 번째 경기도 T1이 승리합니다. 경기 내내 뛰어난 활약을 선보였던 칸나가 두 번째 경기 POG로 선정됩니다. (8강이) 끝난 뒤 페이커의 인터뷰입니다.
오늘은 뭐 한 그래도 70-80% 정도는 나온 것 같아요. 왜냐면은 경기가 물론 좀 일부분에 불과할 수도 있겠지만 그래도 좋은 경기력이었다고 생각해서 그렇게 생각합니다. 뭐 충분히 예상했던 픽이고 충분히 대처할 수 있었던 픽이기 때문에 좀 당황하진 않았던 것 같고, 그리고 또 이제 초비 선수 같은 경우에는 굉장히 공격적인 포지션을 잡는 경향이 있어서 그런 부분들을 좀 잘 저희가 방어하려고 했습니다.
영상을 시청해주셔서 정말 감사합니다.